Hello guys, it's Business here. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So yes, sir. Today we'll be training legs, one of my favorite body parts to train. If you're new here, I have a whole lot of videos on how I train legs. If you're on hoodie, you know how this goes. I'm going to be giving you guys the reps, tempo, why I do every movement I'm doing. So we're going to start with some warm-ups and enjoy the video, guys. Yes, sir. And like, subscribe. Support your boy. Yes, sir. Peace out. Yes, sir. As always, starting this leg session with a warm up, I'll give you a great prep or prime movement to add to your routine before a leg session. Starting with the CSA squats, this is a great movement for priming your legs for a session. It targets the hips, the abductors, and the groin. Make sure to keep both feet planted down on the floor to really get that abductor hamstring chest. Keep your upper body as upright as possible. Next is the Spanish squat. This is my go-to exercise to strengthen my knees and help not only prep your knees for the workout, but also a great rehab exercise if you have knee pain. I'm using a medium band here, but you can start with a light band. Make sure you really stretch that band to create tension. It should feel like the band will pull you forward, but you want to fight that resistance. Finally, we have the Jefferson coil, a great exercise for your spine and lower back. Keep the weight light and make sure you tuck your chin towards your chest before you descend downwards. Try and keep your hamstring as straight as possible for a great hamstring stretch. However, if you lack the mobility, then bending your knees slightly is absolutely fine. The first exercise will be the front squat. You'll be doing half and a full squat each rep. And I have to be honest, this is going to be absolutely brutal, and I'm not sorry about that. If you pay close attention to how I perform this movement, you'll see that the first rep I come up just above parallel and then straight back down into a full squat. So performing this exercise this way means that the quads are under tension a lot more each rep. Oh, and the half and full squats count as one rep. Yes, really. The front squat is great if you are trying to build your quads, as it emphasizes your quads during the movement. I'm using a weightlifting shoe for better ankle flexion. Yes, trust me, it makes a difference. Or you can also use plates under your heels if you have bad ankle mobility. Plates under your heels is always a good way to help elevate that. However, if you have incredible ankle flexion, then you don't really need lifters or the plates. I just find that elevating my heels helps with lifting more weight and places a lot more emphasis on my quads. Superset the front squat with the reverse Nordics. This is a great exercise for targeting your quads and also great for your knees. Make sure you brace your core first and engage your glutes before you descend down. Go as far down as your body allows. Now, I know some of you will be thinking there is no way your knees will allow you to do this or have the mobility. Well, that's what the trusty resistor band is for. It's a great way to still perform the exercise with some assistance and makes it slightly easier. The lighter the band, the more difficult, and the heavier the resistor band, the easier this is. So try and use the light resistor band to make this exercise challenging, even with the assistance. Now, to make this more challenging, you can add resistance using a plate. There are two ways you can do this, either close to your body or overhead, which is a lot more challenging. Trust me on this, but this is a great way to add progressive overload to this exercise. Remember, as the reps change in every one of these workouts, you should be increasing the weight accordingly. You want to ideally hit the target reps or fail just before, so you shouldn't be using the same weight for 12 reps as you would for 10. And also, if you have 10 reps and fail at 9, that's absolutely fine. And next is everyone's favorite, and that is the Bulgaria split squat. I can already hear the excitement from all of you watching this. Now, here's a quick tip on how to get into this exercise efficiently. Place the dumbbells out in front of you or to the side of you. Then, first perform the exercise with just body weight. Then, simply just move the dumbbells closer. I know it sounds like really simple, but a lot of people get this wrong, and I should really be charging you for these tips. When performing the split squat, make sure you brace your core and engage your glutes throughout the entire movement. Knees tracking over your toes is absolutely fine, as this will put more emphasis on your core. And if you lean back into the squat, that focuses more on your hamstring. During the split squat, at the top of the movement, I want you to squeeze, or in a more professional terminology, contract your quads like it owes you fucking money every single rep. If you can, I want you to keep that tension on your quads throughout when performing the exercise. Pay attention to the tempo, as that is key. Tempo means time under tension. Keeping the muscle under tension for a longer is a way of adding progressive overload, which is essential when building muscles. And don't forget, guys, I'm also a personal trainer. I have a website where you can register with me so I can coach you. I have different packages you guys can register for. Netsfitness.com, that's my website. Don't forget, if you want if you want me to train you, hit me up on there. So I'm also on Fiverr, so you can also get me on there, register for a package, and I'll be your coach, guys. I'll follow you up, make sure you get in the best shape of your life, guys. So yes, sir. Next exercise will be the heel elevated goblet squat. Heel elevation is essential here to focus more on the quad, and also, just like the split squat, make sure you contract your quad at the top before you squat down. You want to go down where your hips are at least parallel to your knees, and avoid locking your knees at the top, as it also keeps your quads engaged throughout the exercise. The tempo is key here for this one, so stick to it as much as possible. It is essential. Now, I've had a few questions about how to progressively increase weight, especially when it gets heavy. And there is a simple way you can do this. So watch as I do that here in the video. Superset with what I call the MRC squat. Yes, I know what the actual name of this exercise is, but this is way cooler. Make sure you brace your core and have something to use for support with this exercise. You will need good ankle flexion, but I have a scale version if you struggle, so don't worry. Make sure when going down, your knees do not actually touch the floor, but rather just slightly over the floor, and then come back up. This is to keep tension on the quads each rep. For a scaled version, use a crash mat, as that is slightly elevated. It reduces range of motion. However, you want to still be mindful of when you're touching the pads with your knees. It should be a slight case and not crashing down to the mat. Control that eccentric each and every rep. At the top of the movement, I want you to again contract your core as hard as you can before descending down. The reason I do this on a lot of my leg session is to keep the muscle under a lot of tension. It's a way of just adding a little bit more to make the muscle work even harder. Last but not the least will be the single leg extension, one of the exercises that has been key in developing my core. Now notice how I lean forward before I perform the exercise. This is to engage my quads first, and yes, it does shorten the muscles slightly before performing the exercise. All 3 sets will be a drop set, so you want to perform the rest as given and then drop the weight down about 40 to 50%. I then perform the exercise again, but the tempo changes, so make sure you take note of that. If you can still walk, then yes, of course, there's a bye-bye leg finisher. 3 to 5 rounds of 60 seconds bike. Make sure it's on the hardest resistance and straight into 20 alternative lunges. This is not essential, but if you want to train the way I do, then this is something I would add to the end of my leg session. Mind you, this isn't on all my leg workouts. This is just on some of them, and if you are a newbie, you might not need to add this portion to your workout. Also remember, you can scale this workout. If the reps are too much, scale that down. If you find the exercise are too much, then you can take one of them off. This is giving you an idea of how you can structure your leg section, but hopefully you find it useful just like every other workout. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Any question, any feedback, leave a comment. I appreciate you for watching again. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.